More to join, okay? Rajni ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
we'll wait for 2 more minutes. Let others join.
Fine, ma'am.
Okay. I think Tanmaya ma'am has communicated to you regarding our queries, ma'am. Ma'am told us that
Yes,
she
ma'am.
has a
Yeah,
message.
that all. Yes, ma'am. That all queries are clear today.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you can start your session. Rajni ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'll start now. Yeah. Good evening, all. So, in today's class, we'll be checking one case study analysis. If we collect the data, that is secondary data, if you take what, how to do the analysis, and if you are going for the primary data through the Google form, if you are collecting the data, what how to do the analysis. That both will check it in today's session. Okay. So I may go a little fast because two things I have to cover. So if you have any doubts, go through the video once because anyway it is recording. So you can go through that video so it will be clear. And later, if you have any doubts, you can contact me. I'll clarify that doubts. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sharing a screen. Can you see the screen, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. So one. Yeah. So this is the data what I'm having. So this is the data actually it is collected from the Kaggle data set only. Not Kaggle, it is an internet source only. So this is the data related to the newborn babies. Okay, this is the data related to the newborn babies. It is collected from few hospitals. Okay, it is collected from internet source only. Okay, so in this data, what we are having first, before going for any analysis, I told that you need to have a clear idea about what variables we have. Based on the variables only, we can go for the analysis, right? So here, this is the data what we have. So it is the first column, it is the ID, and next column length and birth weight, gestation, and head circumference, smoker, M age, MNOCIG, M height, MPPWT, and like this, there are so many columns are there. So what is the meaning of each column that you need to know? So yeah, so this is a case study what I have. So here what it is. So this data set contains what? Newborn babies data set and their parents data. Okay, so this data set is consists of the details about newborn babies and their parents. Okay, so what columns it is having? First column, that means first variable, ID. ID is the baby number. So with that ID and the serial number, we don't do anything so that you're not supposed to consider that. Okay, and now we are starting with the variables. What do we have? First variable is the length. And what is the meaning of that variable? That is that is length of a baby given in centimeters. And next one, it is a birth weight. It is a weight of a baby given in kgs. So you just see weight of a baby and length of a baby. It can be measurable. So that's what I mentioned. It is a scale. Okay, scale is nothing but continuous variable. Okay, scale means what is that? Continuous variable, which can be measurable. Okay, and next one, here what it is, head circumference. And here head circumference also can be measured. That is also I measured it as a scale. And next one, it is a gestation period. Gestation means number of weeks a baby is having in a mother's womb. Okay, maybe baby is there in mother's womb. That is a measurable number of weeks that can be measurable, 1, 2, 3 like that. So that's what we can say. It is a scale only. And next one, smoker. So whether mother is a smoker or a non-smoker, we are taking. So what is that? If mother smokes, okay, then smoker, then we have represented with a 1, and mother is a non-smoker, we represented with a 0. So it is not a measurable, it is an observation. So that's what we are taking it as a binary. Okay, and next one, mother age. So mother age, that is also measurable. Okay, so that is we have taken scale. And MNOCIG. What is the meaning of that? Number of cigarettes smoked per day by mother. So how many cigarettes per day? So that can be measurable. So that's what we mentioned. It is a scale. And next one, M height. M height means what? Mother's height. That is given in centimeters. That is also measurable. Scale. And MPPWT. What is another variable? So it is a mother's pre-pregnancy weight. So before pregnancy, what is the weight of a mother? So that can be measurable. It is given in kgs. So we have taken it as a scale. And next one, F age. F age means what? Father's age, which can be measurable. So that is also scale. And next, FEDYRS. That means father's years in education. So that can be measurable. So that is also we have written scale. So next one, FNOCIG, number of cigarettes smoked per day by father. It is also measurable number. It is a measurable. We have taken it as a scale. And next one, F height. F height is nothing but the father's height. Okay, sorry, it is not kgs. It is a father height. It is given in centimeters, so which can be measurable. It is a scale. And next, low birth weight. Low birth weight, whether the baby is a under low weight or a normal weight. Low weight means when we say it is a baby is a low weight, if the weight is less than 2.5, we consider the baby weight is a low weight. If it is more than 2.5 kgs, the baby weight is a normal weight. Okay, so low birth weight, if a baby is underweight or not, we are checking. No, that means 0. Yes, it is 1. Okay, so which can be, what is that? Which cannot be measurable, which can be observed here. You are telling whether baby is underweight or not. Okay, so it is a binary. And next, mother age. Mother age, it is at the age of delivery. What is a mother age? What it is, a over 35 or below 35? That is also measure. What is that? That is also observation only. So we have taken it as a binary. And next one, state, at which place the baby birth. Okay, birthplace of a baby. It is a, whether it is a Telangana state or a AP state or a Tamil Nadu. So which can be a, it is a measure of, what is that, which is not a measurable one. It is an observation only. So we have taken it as a category. Why did I take a category? Because more than 2 classes are there. If there are only 2 classes, we call it as a binary. If it is more than 2 classes, we call it as a category. Okay. And next, region, whether it is a rural region or urban region, again it is a binary. And next, PPWTM, post pregnancy weight, it is in kgs, so which can be measurable scale. And post pregnancy weight after using a diet for 3 months, so that can be measurable, so which is a scale. Okay, so this is the data what do we have in our uh, Excel sheet. Okay, so this is the data what do we have. Okay, now we need to go for the analysis of this one. So for this one, I just decided what to do. Okay, I'm not using the complete data set in my analysis. I'm using only the few columns which are based on my objective. Okay, so first one, here what I'm taking is birth weight is a main variable for my analysis. I want to do analysis based on the birth weight. Okay, so this is a key variable for me. So birth weight is a key variable. So I'm just taking this column and pasting in the next sheet. Okay, and now here for this data, for this variable, I wanted to know what is the mean, median, mode, and the variance, all those things I wanted to know. So for that, what can I do here individually? I told that how to calculate the individually by using the function tab, right? So instead of that, directly you can get it, go to the data, data analysis, and then just go to the descriptive statistics, then okay. And here is asking input range, just select the data, entire data you just select, and it is asking grouped by columns in rows. The data is in rows or columns. It is there in column only. Don't change this. Labels in the first row. Yes, I have a label in the first row. Click on it. And next, output range. Click on this. Just put a cursor here and select some area. And then click on summary statistics. Click on summary statistics, then okay. So this is a summary of the descriptive statistics of the variable birth weight. Okay, so what it is, mean average weight of a baby is 3.06. In my data set, average weight of a baby is what? 3.06 kgs. And the don't go for standard error, median. Median weight is what? 3.16. Mode is what? 3.32. That means maximum of the children are at the weight of 3.32. And variation, how much it is? 0.44. And what is the skewness and kurtosis? It is telling you minus 0.8 and 0.48. Okay, it is negatively skewed. Okay, and next one, range, it is a 1.73. And what is the minimum value? Minimum weight of a baby is 1.92. Maximum weight of a baby in the data set is 3.62. Total, how many observations I have? 32 observations in the data. Okay, so this is the data what I have. Is it clear, everyone? Descriptive statistics.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And now here you just see, here I wanted to go for the histogram. Okay, so how to visualize this variable? How to visualize this variable? For that one, you need to give the class. Okay, bin range. That means on x-axis, what is the width you need to take? So I'm taking the class as 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm taking the class of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so based on the minimum and maximum value, I'm taking this. So you can take the class weight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, based on your minimum and maximum value, you just take that. Okay, and after that, go to the data analysis, and here you just see histogram, then okay. And it is asking input range, so select the entire data, and then go to the bin range, select this. Okay, select this, and then labels. Yes, I have headings also. Click on it. Output range, put a cursor here and give some area, and then click on chart output, then okay. So here it is the data. Here what do you have? You just see, and format data series, no gap, 0, and just see. Now you just see, now you just see, here is it. Yeah, okay, let it be. Now you just see here, from this data also you can understand what it is. It is not a normal curve. Okay, it is not a normal curve, it is negatively skewed. So from the data, here you can understand skewness is minus 0.8. So here we are having, it is negatively skewed. Clear? So that means here we can say the data what we have, it is a non-normal data. The data is a non-normal data. Clear? So is a clear histogram also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And next one, if I want to go for the what it is, simple bar diagram. I told that here, why did I go for the histogram? Because, one second. Yeah. Why did I go for the histogram? Birth weight is a measurable, which can be measurable. That's what I have gone for the histogram. And now, just I'm taking here smoker. So here smoker is a column. I'm taking, okay. Yeah, this is another column. I'm taking this smoker, and just see, smoker is a what is that? Categorical variable. Okay, categorical variable, so which can be measurable, right? So for that variable, you need to go for the simple bar diagram or multiple bar diagram based on your question. Okay, and for this data, I can go for simple bar diagram only. I'm writing here, you need to make it in a proper table, non-smoker and smoker. Okay, mother is a non-smoker and smoker. How can I do? Click on, just to put a cursor in the heading and go to the home tab, and in that one click on filter and just click on filter, and here you'll be finding one small triangle. Click on it and just go for sort smallest to largest. You got it, right? Smoker. Okay, mother is a non-smoker. That means 0. How many people are there? 1 minute. Mother is a smoker. Yes. Yes means 1. So non-smoker means 0. So how many are there here? You just see the count 11. Okay, here down you can see count how many are there? 11. And smoker. Yes. Yes means we have given 1, right? How many are there? It is how many? 21. Okay, it is how many? 21. Right. So mother is a smoker and non-smoker. We have a data like this. And now select this data, go to the insert, go to the columns and select this one. So this is the thing, right? So here mother is a no, and you just see the add data labels. You can see this. So in my data, 11 members are non-smokers and 21 members are smokers, right? So this is a way to represent the bar diagram, and you know how to give the x-axis, y-axis and the chart title, so that you just do that one. Okay, and similarly I wanted to go for the another categorical variable just for your example. Yeah, state. I'm taking the state and just see here. I'm just taking this again. State here. I'm having the 3 categories: PS, PP, and PN. Now you just see, arrange the data in a proper order. Just click on the state, select the state cell, and go to the home tab and click on the sort and filter, and then click on filter. Then small triangle will be appearing. Click on it. Then sort smallest to largest. It is telling you 0. How many are there? It is 8. And next 1. How many are there? It is 11. And then 2. How many are there? It is 12. Okay. Now you just represent this in a table. Insert, column, and this one. Okay. This is a way to represent the simple bar diagram. Okay, any doubts in this one? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. And now, okay,
Ma'am,
so this
if
is,
number is not there, if any statement is there, then how to do that, sorting and all?
yes, ma'am, can you repeat again? Your voice is breaking.
Ma'am, see what data you have shown in that all numbers are there. So numbers
Mhm.
will be easy for doing sorting and all. Suppose if there is a no number, but specific option will be given. Like
Ma'am,
for
that I'll
example,
tell you in, yes, ma'am, that I'll tell you
uh,
in Google form, ma'am. In
okay,
Google
ma'am.
form, I'll tell you that. Okay, so after this one, I'll go for the Google form, then I'll show you what data I have collected. I just prepared just now. So I have given some inputs in it. So based on that, how to go for the analysis, I'll explain. Okay, there I'll explain, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Yeah. So now
Yes.
after this, okay. So descriptive statistics is done. Okay. Then now I want to go for the correlation. Okay, I wanted to apply the correlation in this one. So what is that? My second objective is, I want to know, is there any relation between the gestation and the birth weight? Okay, is there any relation between the gestation and birth weight that I wanted to see? So select the birth weight and gestation. Okay, select the birth weight and gestation. Yeah, select these 2 columns and paste in the next sheet. Okay, don't do any modifications in the original sheet. Okay, whatever you wanted to do the analysis, copy and paste in the next sheets and do the analysis. Okay, and now here I want to go for the correlation. I want to find the correlation. So how can I do that? This is, here just see, go to the function and then just go to the category statistical, and this one you just click on C. You'll be getting CORREL correlation. Okay. Array 1. select the entire data, what do we have? And array 2, select the second variable, what do you have? And then okay. Yes. How much relation exists there? 68.3% relation, positive relation. That means if gestation increases, weight of a baby also increases. It is what correlation is there? It is a high degree correlation exists. Okay. High degree correlation between gestation and birth weight. Okay. This is a correlation. Okay. Now, in another way also we can do the correlation. That is, go to the data analysis, and select the, just click on this correlation. Okay. Okay. Then give the input range, select both the variables, what do you have? Okay. And then data is in columns, grouped by columns only, don't change it. Labels, do you have labels? Yes, I have. I selected in my input range. So click on this labels, output range, put a cursor and select some area, and then okay. Yeah, you just see gestation and birth weight, the intersecting area is what this is, right? So how much relation exists? 0.6836. Okay, so there exists a positive correlation. Okay, so this is another way to find the correlation. You can use the function tab, or you can use the data analysis also. Okay, so is that clear correlation?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
next one, my next objective is I wanted to know what I can say regression. Okay, so I wanted to see how can we predict the weight of a baby using the gestation period. Okay, what is that? I'm telling that if the gestation is 40 weeks. Okay, example, if the gestation is 40 weeks, then what can be the weight of a baby that I wanted to predict? Okay, so how can I do? So just I'm taking these two columns, gestation and the birth weight, and paste here. Now you just say, what is my question? What is that? Birth weight. Okay, birth weight is equal to what? Okay, when, if gestation is 40 weeks. Okay, this is my question. So before going for any regression analysis, you need to know what is the dependent variable, and then what is the independent variable. Okay, now any one of you can please tell me what is the dependent variable?
Birth weight is
Birth weight is
dependent.
dependent variable.
Yes, very nice. Birth weight is dependent variable. And what is the independent variable?
Just
Gestation. Okay, now you just see for these two variables, you understood. Then go to the data analysis, and then just check it, regression you can see here, then okay. And input y range. Y means what is a variable, dependent or independent? Can anybody tell me? Y means what
y
is that variable? Yes?
y is independent.
No, Y
No?
is dependent. Y is dependent.
Yes, very nice. Yes, y means always remember. Here y means dependent variable. X means independent variable. So here y is a dependent. Dependent means what? Birth weight, right? So just select this column. Okay, birth weight. Select this column and input X range. Independent variable is what? Gestation. Just select all those values in the second column. Labels. Yes, I have labels in the row. Okay, in the first row, and then click on this output range. Put a cursor here. Select some area where you want to see the output. Then okay, you'll be finding, right? So you just see how much relation exists between the variable. Multiple R means the relation between the correlation between the variables. It is 68.36, and R square value. I told that R square must be more than 0.5. That is somewhat can be acceptable, but more than 0.75 is preferable, right? So here 0.46, okay. So I told that if the R square value is less, then what can be done? You have to increase the data, or you have to increase the independent variables. This is the thing you need to check. Okay, and now this is the one thing you need to check, R square value. And next, regression. regression value, this ANOVA table. In the ANOVA table, whether the model what we fitted is right or not. How can we check it? Based on the significant value. This value must be less than 0.05. This value must be less than 0.05. Now you may get a question. Is it less than 0.05? Yes. Here what did they give? Most of the people they think that 1.61 is the value. No. Significance F means P value. P value lies in between 0 to 1 only. Okay. P value lies in between 0 to 1 only. Okay. Now you just see here what is the meaning of 1.61. Here they gave e power minus 0.5. E power minus 0.5 means what it is? That is 0.1234 decimals. Okay, 4 decimals. And from fifth decimal onwards, this number will continue 161. This is a p-value. Understood? So this is a p-value. Just see. See, if the what is that? The width of the cell is less, then instead of representing the entire number, it is showing you the same number. Can you see this? But I have entered what? Here you can see the number. I have entered this number, right? So here also, if you have a doubt, this is a value what it is. Don't worry. See this in the function tab, in the function row. Okay, in function bar you can see. Then you will understand what is a p-value. Is it clear? So this is a way to do it. Okay. So this p-value is what? Less than 0.05. That means whatever the model we are fitting, it is a good model. That means there exists a significant relation between the variables. You can go for the prediction. Okay, then how can we go for the regression equation? I told that yesterday, regression equation is what? Y is equal to a plus bx. So what is that regression equation? Y is equal to a plus bx. So here y means what? Dependent variable. My dependent variable is what? Birth weight. So what I'm writing? Birth weight is equal to a. A means you need to check this intercept column. Okay, sorry, this coefficient column. A is nothing but intercept value. Okay, and B is nothing but gestation coefficient. X means what? Independent variable. Independent variable is what? Gestation. So gestation coefficient is a B. That value is here. Okay, so I'm writing that. So birth weight is equal to minus 1.8667 and plus what it is? A. A is 0.128 into X. X is what? Gestation. This is the equation what I need. Okay, this is the equation what I need for the prediction. Is it clear? So this is the equation. Now I wanted to know what is the birth weight of a baby. Okay, birth weight of a baby when if the gestation period is 40 weeks. How can I do that? Is equal to this intercept value plus gestation coefficient into what is that? 40 weeks. Enter 40. Then is equal to what it is then? If the baby gestation period is equal to 40 weeks, then weight of a baby is 3.26 kgs. Okay. Is it clear, ma'am? What is the regression? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am, this is clear. But after getting 3.2, what will be our conclusion then?
That means your prediction, no, ma'am. What is the main motto of regression? You wanted to go for the prediction. Okay.
So
You are giving one value. Then what can be the other value you want to find?
okay,
Yes,
it means this will be going to prove our hypothesis, which we have
it's
set.
not a hypothesis, ma'am. It is not a hypothesis. We are not going for the hypothesis. This we are going for the prediction.
Okay, ma'am.
If the gestation, for example, ma'am, example, a student has written 4 tests in the semester, and I wanted to know what will be the marks in the final exam. The final exam not yet finished. Okay, so I have to check if a student has written 4 tests, what can be the marks in the final exam. That is, you wanted to predict here. Okay, you want to find what is the future value. So for that case, we go for the regression. Clear, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now it is clear.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And now
Ma'am,
here,
one query, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Ma'am, by predicting, we can conclude also.
Yes, you can conclude.
Yes, yes, that is what. When
Yeah,
we
you can
predict
conclude.
something, we can give the conclusion.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And now, see what I'm explaining, this all the concept I'll explain through the Google form also, ma'am, because you mostly are using a Google form instead of the secondary data, right? So how to do these all the analysis, I'll be explaining through the Google form also, not to worry about it. Okay. So it will be more clear for you at that time. Okay. Now, see, again there will be a question. What it is, always will have a only one independent variable. Just check it. Always will you have only the one independent variable in real life to predict something. Do we have only the one independent variable? Can anybody tell me? Yes.
No, ma'am.
Birth weight, birth weight of a baby always depends only on gestation.
No, ma'am.
The, no,
No.
there are some other variables are also affecting, right? So if some other variables are affecting, then how to find the prediction? That is the question, right? So in my data, what I'm taking is, I'm taking birth weight is one column, gestation is one column, and I'm taking what is the mother's age. Okay, where it is smoker, yeah, mother's age. So mother's age also will affect the weight of a baby or not? Will be affecting?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I'm copying these three columns and I'm going to the next sheet and pasting here. Just check it here. Birth weight is what it is I wanted to find. Birth weight is equal to what? Okay. When if the gestation is equal to example some 38 weeks and mother's age is equal to some example 27. Okay, then based on these two values, what can be the weight of a baby? I wanted to find. Then here what it is, how many independent and how many dependent variables can anybody tell me? Dependent variable and independent variable. Yeah. Can anybody tell me what is the dependent and what are the independents?
Birth weight dependent, gestation independent, and mother's age is dependent.
No. How it is a mother's age? I told very clearly what it is. What you are predicting,
Yes, yes.
that is the dependent variable. And what variables you are using for the prediction, that are the independent variables. So now here you are finding only the birth weight, you're not finding mother age, right? So dependent variable is what? Birth weight. And what is the independent variable here? There are two independent variables. What are those? Gestation
Gestation and
and
mother's age.
mother's age.
Mother age.
Okay, now this is the thing. Okay, now I understood what is the dependent and what are the independent variables, right? So here we use a multiple regression analysis. So us earlier problem what we used, it was a simple regression analysis. Why I called a simple regression analysis? Because there were only the two variables, one independent, one dependent. But here more than one independent variable is there. So that's what we need to go for the multiple regression analysis. So what is the equation of this? The equation is y is equal to a plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2. Okay, so how many independent variables are there? Like that, coefficients will be increasing. If there are the another independent variable, okay, if there is another third independent variable, the equation will be y is equal to a plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus b3 x3. Like that, you need to increase the equation. Okay, so this is my equation. So here x1 is what? First independent variable, gestation. X2 means what? Next independent variable. It is a mother age. B1, B2 are what? Gestation and mother age coefficients. A is what? Intercept. Right. So how to write this equation? That is a question for us now. Okay. Then how can we do that? Go to the data analysis, regression. Okay. Just clear everything. Whatever you have earlier, clear everything. Yeah. Now go for the new analysis. What it is? Input Y range. Y means dependent. Remember, Y means dependent variable. Birth weight is a dependent variable. And then go to the input X variable, that is select the both the columns, gestation and mother age. Select the both the columns together. You just select both the columns. And labels are there. Yes, the labels are also have selected. Click on it and put a cursor in output range bar. Then select some area on Excel sheet. Then OK. So you'll be getting this. So what it is here? So here what it is here? So the multiple R square relation among all the three variables. Okay, earlier we did a relation between only the two variables. Now the relation among all the three variables is 0.689. And what is the R square value? 0.47. Okay, so it is also not that much acceptable. You need to increase the data. You increased the variable. Even though R square did not increase, then definitely it is a mandatory to increase the sample size. Okay, and then it is asking, just check it, ANOVA. The p-value is less than 0.05 or not. If it is 0.05, then only go for the prediction. If the p-value is not less than 0.05, then don't go for the prediction. This equation is not useful for the prediction, which doesn't give the proper result. Okay, so that is you need to check it. Okay, and now here p-value. So e power minus 0.5 is there. You can see in the formula bar. So what is that? It is very small quantity, less than 0.05. Yes, so I can use my equation for the prediction. Okay, that means the variables are having a linear relationship. Okay, so the variables are possessing a linear relationship. We can use this for prediction. And now just see this coefficient values. Okay, among all these values, check the coefficient values. And now just write the equation, what it is. Y is equal to, I told that. What is the equation I told you? This is the equation I told you. So how can we write this equation? Y is a dependent variable, that is a birth weight, is equal to A. A is the intercept. How much it is? Minus 1.7345. Okay. Plus B. B1. X1 is the gestation. Gestation coefficient is what? 0.129 into what it is X? X is the gestation. X1 plus and B2. B2 is this mother age. Mother age coefficient is a B2. X2 is a mother age. So it is a negative, write it in the bracket, minus 0.00697, close the bracket, into MH. Okay, this is the equation what I require. Is it clear, everyone? And now you just go for the prediction. Birth weight is equal to, what it is equal to intercept plus gestation coefficient into 37 weeks plus, and what is that? This mother age into, what is the mother age value? 27 I told. Then what is that? It is a 2.86 kg. If the gestation is 37 weeks and the mother age is 27 years, then weight of a baby can be 2.86. Is it clear, ma'am? Is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now with this, now with this, I finished the correlation and regression. Now I wanted to go for testing of hypothesis. Okay, I wanted to go for testing of hypothesis. How can I do that? Just see, I'm taking my first this one column. So what is my hypothesis? I'll write. So what is my hypothesis is, I want to test whether the average weight of a baby is 2.75 kgs. What is my question here? I wanted to test average weight of a baby is 2.75 kgs. This is what I wanted to test. Okay, then what can be the null hypothesis? The average weight of a baby is 2.75 kgs. Okay, and what is the alternative hypothesis? The average weight of a baby, is not the 2.75 kgs. Okay, this is the hypothesis. Now I wanted to test. Here mainly I'm focusing on what? Weight of a baby. In the weight also, weight of a baby means I need to consider the birth weight column. And here what you are concentrating? You are concentrating on a average value. Okay, average value. You are concentrating on average value. So there is only the single sample, only the one column you are having. So that means it is only the single sample, and you want to test the mean value. Average means mean value. Then the suitable testes. Okay, what is that? Appropriate testes. What is appropriate test? T-test for single mean. Okay, appropriate test is what? T-test for single mean. Why we are applying the t-test? Because we are concentrating on, we are testing a average weight of a baby. Average means mean. Okay, now what is the given value here then? So they have given population mean is equal to, what is the population mean? With what value you are doing the testing? With what value you are doing the testing? Okay, here you are concentrating on what? 2.75 kgs. So that is called the population mean. And then how can we do the sample mean then? Sample mean is equal to, how can we do it? Just say that is equal to average, open the bracket. Okay, average, open the bracket. Select all the values, what do you have? And then close the bracket, enter. Okay, average value we got it. So 3.06 is the average weight of a given data. So the data is a sample. Sample mean is a 3.06. And next, sample standard deviation. How can we do that? Sample standard deviation, that is equal to STDEV, standard deviation function name. Suppose if you're not remembering this function names, go to the function. I told you in the last class, right? So go to this function tab, you can do that. Then open the bracket, select all the values. Okay, then close the bracket, enter. I got a standard deviation also. Now go for the p-cal value. So what is the p-cal value? Is equal to formula. Yesterday I told you x bar minus mu by s by root n. X bar means sample mean. Mu means population mean. Divided by s means sample standard deviation. N means sample size. So let me write the n value also. Let me write the n value. So n is equal to what? How many observations I have? Just select all the values. Then you can see here. How many? 32. Suppose if you don't know that one, you can write the formula also. Count, open the bracket and select all the number, all the observations. Then you'll get it. Okay. So 32 observations I have. Now I got it. What values I require for my formula? Okay. So what is the t-cal value? Is equal to, open the bracket, sample mean minus population mean and close the bracket, divided by, open the bracket, sample SD, this one. Okay, sample SD divided by square root n SQRT, open the bracket, n, click on it, close the bracket for the square root, close the bracket for the denominator, and then enter. So what is the t-cal value? 4.04. I told that we give the conclusion based on the p-value. So how can we calculate the p-value? That is, we just write that is equal to p-dist. P-dist is a function which we use for the conversion of calculated value into the p probability value. Okay, open the bracket. And what is the t-cal value? First, x. X means the t-cal value you need to take comma. Degrees of freedom, I told that n minus 1. 32 is here, 32 minus 1 is 31. And what is the tail? Is it the two tail or a single tail? It is a 2.75, not 2.75. It is a two tail. Then close the bracket, then enter. Okay, so what it is? P value is 0.0003, which is less than 0.05. Less than 0.05 means what? That means, yeah, reject H naught. Okay, less than 0.05 means what do we write that? Reject H naught. This is a result what we got it. Then how can we give the conclusion? Reject H naught means what? It is a H1 is accepted. Conclusion is what? The average weight of a baby is not 2.75 kgs. Clear? So this is a way to do the testing. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have doubt in p value. Actually, you have calculated it, but it was really very fast, so I didn't catch it properly.
Okay, one
Ma'am,
second.
actually,
Actually,
after T calculation, we lost.
okay, I'll explain, ma'am. Don't worry, I'll explain. If you're not understanding, you please let me know because we are short of time and we need to cover maximum of the topics, right? So that's what I'm going little fast. If you're not catching anywhere, don't, that means don't hesitate to ask me. I'll repeat again. Okay. So P value, how can you do that? Just say is equal to P dist. P dist. P dist means what? It is a T distribution. That means which converts the calculated value into probability value. So after writing a T dist, open the bracket. X means what? Here T cal body value you calculated, comma. What is the degrees of freedom? That means what is the count you are having? No, n number of observations. That is -1. That is 32. N minus 1 is the degrees of freedom. And tails. So just check the alternative hypothesis. What do we have? The average weight of a baby is not 2.75 kgs. Right. So we take that as a 2. Not means it is not equal to 2. Open, close the bracket, then enter. Okay, so you got a p value. Then you need to go for the, okay, you got a value, but you need to give the conclusion, right? This is called the result. Then how can you give the conclusion? You need to compare this, you need to compare this probability value with the 0.05. Okay, compare this probability value with the 0.05. If the value is, you just see, is that a less or more? 0.0003. We are comparing with a 0.05, so it is less than only. So the p value is less than 0.05. So if it is a less than p0, less than p value, sorry, less than 0.05 means what we do that? We reject H naught. Okay, remember if p value is less than 0.05, we reject H naught. Then what is the conclusion we can give then? That means the average, reject H naught means what? Accept H1. That means the average weight of a baby is not 2.75 kgs. Got it, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is it clear? Somebody asked me how to give the p value. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am,
thank you.
clear.
Yeah, so this is the one thing what I thought. And next one, my next question is, that means my next object is what? Is that weight of a baby is affecting by the habit of a mother. Okay, I told that mother is having a smoking habit, right? So with that habit of a mother, weight of a baby is affecting. I wanted to test. Okay, what I wanted to test is what is that mother's habit is affecting weight of a baby. That is I wanted to check. So here what I have to take, birth weight is one column and smoker is another column. Copy this and then go to the new sheet and paste here. Now remember, what is my hypothesis here? H naught. Okay, H naught. What is the H naught? The weight of a baby. Okay, just write that. Average weight of a baby is what is that? Not affected by a smoking habit of a mother. Okay, this is a hypothesis, what I wanted to see. So what it is, that means smoking, whether the mother is having a smoking habit or not, we have seen. The column is there with us. Now we need to check whether that habit is affecting the weight of a baby, right? So what can be the hypothesis? There is no difference in the weight of a baby due to the habit of a mother. Okay, and what is the H1? There is a significant difference in the weight of a baby due to the effect of, oh, sorry, due to the smoking habit of a mother. Okay, so that is a H0 and H1. I have written. Now, you need to arrange this. Okay, for this one, you need to arrange the data. So remember, in a variable, when you are applying for the t-test, okay, when you are going for the t-test, remember, you should have one categorical variable, okay, categorical variable, remember, and in the categorical variable, you should have only two classes. Okay, so what is that? Only two classes. This categorical variable is a independent variable. Okay, remember, to apply the t-test, you need to remember this point. What it is, you should have one categorical variable. It should have only two classes. And that categorical variable is called as a independent variable. Clear? And next, what is that? Dependent variable must be a continuous variable. So what is the meaning of continuous variable? I told that which can be measurable. So this is a dependent variable. Okay, a dependent variable. Now you just tell me, in these two columns, you have a birth weight and smoker, right? In these two, which is a dependent variable and which is the independent variable? Yes, check, no problem. If it is wrong also, no problem. If wrong also, why it is wrong, I'll tell you.
Smoking is dependent variable and babies, this birth weight is independent variable.
No, madam. So I
And
told that what it is.
birth weight is a dependent variable and smoking is independent variable.
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. That is only. See, I told that dependent variable means what? That variable must be a continuous. Continuous means what? Which can be measurable. Okay. Smoking can be measurable. Whether the mother is a smoker or not, it is not a measurable. It is an observable. Okay. So it is an observation. It is a categorical. Okay. So if a variable is categorical, then we'll call it as an independent variable. And if the variable is continuous, we'll call it as a dependent variable. Okay. Now, you just check it in the categorical variable. If we have two classes or not. If you are having two classes, then only we can go for the t-test for difference of means. If the independent variable is having more than two classes, then we need to go for the analysis of variance. Okay. Now you just see whether it is having two classes or not. How can I understand? I have to check each and every row. No, it is small, you can check it. If it is large data, that is not possible. Then how can we do that? Just put a cursor on a first cell, go to the home tab and go to the sort and filter, click on it, then filter, then click on the smoker small triangle. Just click on it. How many categories we are having? Two categories. Here you can see that. Two categories. So I can apply t-test for this data. So directly you cannot apply. Most of the people, what they do is, for the t-test, they select this one, this has one column and this is a one column. No, it is wrong. Okay. So how can we do that? You just click on the small triangle and arrange smallest to largest. Then 0 means what? Non-smoker. And 1 means what? Mother is a smoker. Okay. So 0 non-smoker. For that one, how many values here? How many birth weights are there? Take that. For 0 corresponding birth weights, you need to copy and then paste here. And smoker, one is a smoker. How many birth weights are there for that? Copy that and then paste. It is not necessary that in both the samples you should have a same number of observations. If it is a paid test, then you should have same. But if it is a only t-test for difference of means, then no need of equal number of observations. Right? Then how can I apply the t-test for the difference of means? That is, just go to the data analysis, and then here just see t-test to sample assuming equal variances. Then okay, variable one range, select the first column up to only the values where you have. Don't select the empty area. Then variable to range, put a cursor here and select the second column. And hypothesized mean difference. What we assume under the H naught? There is no significant difference in the weight of a baby, right? So that means no difference means it is 0 under H naught. And then labels, yes, I have selected the headings also. Then click on this output range, put a cursor here and select some area. Then okay, you'll be getting the result. Okay, you'll be getting the result. So what is the meaning of this here? You just see among all these values, what should be considered? What is the meaning of this? I'm not explaining this all. You just consider only the p value. Okay, p value. Okay, p value for two tail. How much it is? 0.001, which is less than 0.05. Less than 0.05 means what? Reject H naught. Reject H naught means what? That means accept H1. That means what? Average weight of a baby is affected by the smoking habit of a mother. Clear? Is it clear, everyone? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now, so paid t-test. Next, we'll go for the paid t-test. So paid t-test means what it is. I told that we need to collect the data from the
Ma'am,
same people two times.
ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I have one query with respect to the hypothesis in the beginning, which you had framed for the same question. You said
Yes, ma'am.
H0 is average weight of baby is not affected by smoking habit of mother,
Yes, ma'am.
and H1 is there is a significant difference between weight of baby by smoking habit of mother.
Yes, right,
But
ma'am.
ma'am, H0 is generally a statement with not,
No,
and
ma'am,
H1
it is not. I told you in the last class only. Somebody
okay,
asked me the same question. So
okay,
H naught means what, ma'am? H naught means generally. The statement is what generally there is
okay,
no significance difference.
okay.
Okay, there is no significance difference. No significance difference means what? The weight of a baby. Weight of a baby is not, what is that? Is not changing. Is right. No difference means what? Weight of a baby is not changing. That means
Yes,
with what variable we are taking? By the variable, by the smoking habit
mothers.
of a mother.
Yes,
So
yes,
what can be the H naught then? The weight of a baby is not affected by the smoking habit of a mother. Is it clear, ma'am?
yes, ma'am. Clear. Thank you.
Yeah. So now it is done. Next, I'm going for the next one is what paid t-test. Okay. So paid t-test means what? Here I told that to apply paid t-test, you need to collect the data from same people two times. Okay, from same people two times. Okay, so I have gone for the same mothers. Okay, I checked what is the weight of their post pregnancy. Okay, what is the weight of a mother after post pregnancy? Okay, after the delivery. Okay, I have taken, and their weight is very high. That means the mothers wanted to reduce their weights. So for that one, they used some diet to reduce their weight. Okay, to reduce their weight. Then here, what is the another one? The next column is what? I have given a some diet to all those mothers, and then I collected the data after 3 months. What is their weight? Okay, so what is that? I'm collecting the data from the same mothers before using the diet. What is the weight? After using a diet, what is the weight? Okay, this is the data I collected. Now I copied these two columns and then pasting here. Right. Now you just see what is my hypothesis. I wanted to see whether what is the diet I gave is that affecting in reducing their weights or not. Okay, is that affecting in reducing their weights or not? So can anybody tell me what is the H naught? I told that what is my question here? I wanted to test whether what is the diet I gave is affecting the weight, reducing the weight of a mother. This is my question. Then what is the hypothesis? Null and alternative. These two I want. What can be the hypothesis? Can anybody? If it is wrong also, no problem, I'll tell you. In the H naught, what we say, general definition is what? There is no
There is no
significance difference.
significant relationship between diet and ये वाला क्या था? Weight.
No, ma'am, here we are not finding the relation. I'm not finding the relation here. I'm not testing the relation. I wanted to check whether the diet is effective or not. Yes, what can be the H naught?
Ma'am, H0 could be there is no effect of diet
Very
on
good.
post pregnancy,
Yes,
and the other one could be there is effect of diet
very good,
after
ma'am.
post pregnancy.
Yes, ma'am. Very nice, ma'am. So that means what is a H naught? H naught is the diet is. Okay, the diet is effective. Sorry, diet is not effective. So why did I write not here? That means there is no difference. The weight of a mother is no change. Okay, there is no change in the weight of a mother before using a diet, after using a diet. Right? That means there is no effect of diet. And then what is a H1? The diet is effective. The diet is effective means what? That means before using a diet, what is a mother is having is reduced after using the diet. Okay, so that is a H1. Okay, now here I'm just going for the paid t-test. Go to the data analysis, and then here t-test paid off 2 samples for means. Okay, variable 1 range, post pregnancy weight of a mother. Okay, select all the values, and then variable 2 range, put a cursor here, and then post pregnancy weight of a mother after using diet. Okay, and then hypothesize difference 0, and labels, click on labels. I selected the headings also. If you're not selecting the headings, don't click on the labels. Okay, so put a cursor here and select the output range, put a cursor here and select some area. Okay, okay, now here you just check it, which p-value should I consider? Is that the one tail p-value or two tailed p-value? Is it the one tail or two tail? Let me know. In these two, which one should I consider? Yes,
One tail.
very nice, ma'am. Very nice. Why we are using one tail? Because here what it is, weight of a mother before a diet is more than after using a diet. That means you are using a right-tailed test. Okay, so that's what it is, a one-tailed value you need to take. Okay, so copy this and I'm just writing here. Now, you just check it. Is it the less than 0.05 or more than 0.05? Check this. Here you got it. Here you got it. 0.00014. Is that less than 0.05 or more than 0.05?
Less.
Less than
Less.
0.05. Very nice. Yes. If it is a less than 0.05, reject H naught or accept H naught.
Reject.
Yes, very nice. Reject H0. So reject H0 means what? Accept H1. That means what is the conclusion for this data? The diet is effective in reducing the weight of a mother after post-pregnancy. Is it clear, ma'am? What is the conclusion?
The diet is
Yes, ma'am.
effective.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, okay, next one, how to apply ANOVA, I'm telling you. So how to apply ANOVA, let me take a one variable state, okay, 1 second, birth weight and state. I'm copying these two values. Yeah, so I'm pasting here. Now, what is my question is, I told that what it is, in t-test, you need to check what is that, independent variable and dependent variable is what? So I told that independent must be a categorical and dependent variable must be a continuous. Continuous means what? Categorical means what? Not measurable. Okay, okay, let it be. So categorical means what? Which cannot be measurable. Continuous means what? Which can be measurable. Okay, now in these two, you just check it. Which is a dependent variable and which is an independent variable?
Dependent is
Wait.
birth weight and independent is state.
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. It is perfect. So dependent is birth weight and independent is what? State. Now you just see in the independent variable, check it. If there are the, what is that? If there are the less than two column, less than two categories. Okay, if there are the less than two categories, apply the t-test. Okay, if there are the more than two categories, okay, if it is less than or equal to two categories, then go for the t-test. If it is more than two categories, then go for a ANOVA. Okay, this is what you need to remember. Okay, now you just see in the state. How can we check the classes? Category, just click on the first cell, go to the home tab, sort and filter. Then just click on the small triangle on an independent variable, click on it. Just see here how many number of filters, how many are there here? 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. That means how many categories we are having? More than
Three.
2 or less than or equal to 2?
Three.
3. That means more than 2. More than 2 means what? Which test we need to apply? ANOVA or t-test?
ANOVA.
ANOVA. Yes, that you need to remember. So I'm arranging this data in smallest to largest. Okay, smallest to largest. So how can we do that? That is here I did it. And 0 means I have told you. Okay, in my data set here in the introduction, I told that. State 0 means what? TS. 1 means AP. 2 means TN. Right? So I'm writing that 0 means TS and 1 means AP and TN means 2. Okay, Telangana state, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Okay, I have taken this. Now you just see here TS 0. For the 0, what are the birth weights are there? Copy this birth weight values for 0, whatever the corresponding birth weights are there. Copy this and paste here. And then whatever the one corresponding birth weights are there, copy it and paste here. And wherever you have a 2, for that one, copy this corresponding birth weights and paste here. Got it? So now we got it, right? Now arrangement of the data is done. Then how can we go for the analysis? For that one, go to the data analysis, and then go to the ANOVA for single factor. Go for ANOVA for single factor. Then okay. Input range. Input range means select the entire data. What do you have? If it is a empty cells also, no problem. Then grouped by. The data is in columns only, so don't change it. Labels in the first row. Yes, I selected the labels also. Click on it. Then output range. Click on this output range. Put a cursor and select some area. Okay. Now you just check it. This is the ANOVA table. We got it. So what is that H naught? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to write the H naught. I'll write it now. So here in this one, you need to check the P value. So P value is what? Here P value, what do you have here? P value here you have, this is, okay, P value is what here you are having 0.49. Okay, now please tell me, here is it the less than 0.05 or more than 0.05?
More than.
More than, very nice. So more than 0.05. More than 0.05 means what is the conclusion? Accept H naught or reject H naught?
Will get
Very nice.
rejected.
No, accept H naught. Okay, so more than 0.05 means accept H naught. Okay, you are comparing with the P value, not the calculated value, remember. Okay, and accept H naught means what? I forgot to write the H naught here. H naught is what? The weight of a baby. Weight of a baby is not affected by place of a birth. Okay. Now you just tell me accept H naught means what? That means weight of a baby. What is the weight we are taking? Okay, the weight of a baby is not affected by the birthplace. Okay, this is a conclusion. Is it clear, ma'am? Anuva, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, now this is I finished. Now I'm just going for the last test, and after that I'll go for the Google form. Okay, so next one is what I want to show you the how to apply the chi-square test for the data. So chi-square test means what? What is the hypothesis we need to test? Is there any relation between the variables? Okay, we need to check, is there any relation between the variables? And now you just check it for the chi-square. To apply the chi-square test, you should have two categorical variables. So remember, you should have two categorical variables. Okay, now my objective for this data set is, I want to check, is there any significance association between smoking habit of a mother and low weight of a baby. This is what I want to check. So what I'm taking here, smoking habit. Okay, let me check. Smoker, this is a one column, and the next column is what? Low birth weight. Okay, these are the two columns I have taken. Now you just see, to apply the chi-square, remember, to apply the chi-square, we should have two categorical variables. Okay, two categorical variables. You should have two categorical variables. Now you just see, check it. Whatever the variables I have taken, is that categorical or not? You just see, just check it. Smoker and low birth weight. Just go to the description. Smoker and low birth weight. Where it is smoker, yeah. 1 is a smoker and 0 is a non-smoker. I told that binary. That means it is a categorical variable. Okay. And next one, low birth weight. This is another variable. What did I tell you? 0 means no, the baby weight is good. 1 means yes, the baby is underweight. Okay. So both are categorical variables only. So we can apply chi-square test. Okay. To check, is there any association between the variables or not? Okay. So what is my hypothesis then? Your hypothesis that there is no association between the variables between smoking habit of a mother, smoking habit of a mother and low birth weight. Okay, low birth weight of a baby. Okay, this is a hypothesis, right? Now, how can you do the testing of this? This is little different. So try to understand. I'll go little slow for this. So first one, for this one, you need to arrange the data. You need to arrange the data. First, you need to find what is the observed frequency. Okay, and next you need to find what is the expected frequency. Okay, and will be taken here one variable, you will be taking here smoking. Okay, how the way data should be, smoking habit of a mother. Okay, smoker, I'm taking here, it should be 0 and 1, and then here I'm taking a low birth weight. Okay, low birth weight of a baby is 0 and 1. Now in this data I want to see, for if a mother is a non-smoker, baby weight is not underweight. How many children are there? I need to write the frequency. If a mother is a non-smoker, how many children are, and what is that, underweight? That I want to know. Okay, and similarly, if mother is a smoker, how many are not underweight? If mother is a smoker, how many are underweight? This table I wanted to find. Okay, and you may get it out. Always you should have only the two classes. No, it can be n number of classes. Clear? Yes. Now, how can I find these values? So, continuous checking and writing means it is very difficult, right? So, I'll tell you one shortcut form. So, for this one, sorry, for this one, go to the insert. Okay, go to the insert tab and click on this pivot table. Click on this pivot table. Then in that one, click on this pivot table. Then automatically the data will be selected when you are clicking on the pivot table. Then here where you want the result, I want in the new worksheet only. Okay. Okay, you'll be getting the new worksheet. And here you just see smoker. See, just click and hold it and just keep it like that only and drag it. Drag and drop in row label and hold this low birth weight and drag and drop in column labels. Okay, then select any one in these two, either the smoker or low birth weight, any one, and drop in summation values. Okay, once after getting it, click on this small triangle and then value field setting, then count. Okay. So you'll be getting the values, right? So what it is, if mother is a smoker and how many children are not underweight? 10 children. How many children are underweight? 1 children. If mother is a smoker, 16 children are not underweight, 5 children are underweight. So these are the values which I want. Okay. So is it clear everyone? How did I find this contingency table? Is it clear? Okay, thank you. So now copy these values in my table. Okay, copy these values in the sheet where I wrote. So here what you are having? 10, 1, 16, 5. So write that 10, 1, 16, 5. Okay, then find the totals. We require the totals of each row and the each column. Okay, so what are the totals also? You just select these values and click on auto sum. Here also select these values, click on auto sum. Here also click on select these two values, click on auto sum. Here also select these two, click on auto sum. Or from this sheet also you can copy 11, 21, 26, 6. And total observations are how many? 32. Okay, so this is the overall total. Total how many observations are there? 32. Among this, these are the values. Did you understand this table, everyone? If this table is
Yes, ma'am.
clear, then only we can go for the expected frequency. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And now, how can you find the expected frequency? Expected frequency is equal to, okay, expected frequency formula is row total into column total divided by overall total. Okay, so what is this? Is the expected frequency formula. Remember, so what is the expected frequency formula? Row total into column total divided by overall total. So I'm just copying this table and pasting here. I don't want these values. I wanted to calculate the frequency. These are the observed frequency. That means you have taken from the table. Now you need to estimate the values. Okay, how can we do that? This 0, 0, that means first row, first column is equal to first row total, how much it is? 11 into first column total, how much it is? 26 divided by overall total is how much? 32. Enter. And next value, this is what? First row, second column. So how can we do that? Is equal to first row total 11 into second column total 6 divided by overall total 32. Enter. And next here also, this is what? Second row, first column. So is equal to second row total 21 into first column total 26 divided by overall total 32. Okay, overall total 32. And next here also is equal to first row, second, this is what? Second row, second column. Second row total into second column total divided by overall total. Then enter. Okay, so you got these values, right? After getting, these are called the expected frequencies. Is it clear everyone how to calculate the expected frequency?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Now calculate the p-value. How can we calculate the p-value? That is equal to chi chi test, chi test, open the bracket. There is a function, chi test, open the bracket, and it is asking what do you require, actual range and expected range. Actual range means select only the frequency, don't select the headings, rows headings and column headings. Select only the frequency, okay, comma. Then expected frequency, select only the frequencies of the expected frequency. Close the bracket, enter. Then what is that? You got the p-value. So p-value is what? It is more than 0.05. So more than 0.05 means what? Accept H naught. Accept H naught means what? That means there is no association between low birth weight of a baby and smoking habit of a mother. Okay, if mother is having a smoking habit, even it is not affecting the weight of a baby. That means the low birth weight is not showing. There is no association, no relation between the variables. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is what I thought to explain in the case study one. Okay. So these are the things what I see. We checked what is the descriptive statistics, what is the visualization, and then we have gone for what is the correlation, regression, t-test for single mean, t-test for difference of means, t-test paid t-test, and then we have gone for the analysis of variance, and then we have gone for the chi-square test. Yes, ma'am. Is it clear now? Any
Yes,
doubts?
ma'am.
Yes. So
Yes, ma'am.
this case study, I'm just finishing. Yes. So it is done. So case study is done. Okay. Now after that, I'm just see. Somebody asked me that ma'am asked me to explain through the Google form also. So here I created this data. One minute. Yeah. So here I'm just having the Google form. Just today only I just created FDP example form. Yeah. So this is actually few of my students in long back when it was a COVID they have done. So I have taken few questions from them. Okay. So I have taken few questions from them, and then the students are passed out students. So I did not find, that means I just kept a message. They have settled in abroad. So they couldn't able to send, that means they couldn't able to see my message. So I sent in the afternoon. So what I did is, based on the questions, I prepared the questions and I created some data set for you. Okay. So based on the data, I'll be showing you how to do the analysis. Clear. So now you just see, this is what example, what is your age group? Okay. And next, here what it is, gender I have taken, and choose your role, whether it is a student or employee or homemaker or retired. Okay. And next I have taken a question, during COVID pandemic, how often do you intake immunity boosting foods? Okay. So during COVID pandemic, how often do you intake immunity boosting foods? That means I mentioned that lemon, turmeric, garlic, citrus fruit, and the next one, green leafy vegetables, etc. in your diet. So here I ask them to give us answer the scale, minimum to 1 and maximum is 5. How many times they are taking? And next, do you eat with your family every day? That is, I asked yes, no, and sometimes. And next question I asked, how many hours do you spend in your online classes and after while your work? Okay, so it is what, not only online classes, after the work or class also, how many hours he or she is spending. So 4 or few hours, and about what is that, 5 to 6 hours, 7 to 8 hours, and 9 and above hours. And next question is what? How interesting is attending online classes? Answer any scale of. Okay, if a student, if a person is a student or a job employee, okay, how interesting for them it is in online doing a work or a class. So minimum is 1 and the maximum is 5. This is a satisfaction level. And next one, how often do you help in household chores? Okay, so how you are helping in a household works? It is a that means only one time or 5 times, like that I mentioned. Okay, once in a week, 2 days in a week, 3 days in a week, 4 days in a week, 5 days in a week. Maximum I give 5. And then, do you think you are addicted to your mobile phone? Yes, or no, or maybe. So these are the questions which I prepared. Okay. Then after preparing this question, how I send based on the send option, clicking on this link and shorten URL, then copy this link and you can paste wherever you want, to whom you wanted to send. Okay. I sent the data. Then after that, you wanted to see how your data it is. Then go to the responses. Go to the responses. Then here it is showing you how many responses I have. Only 6 responses. Okay, only 6 responses. Here you can see that how many have filled it. Okay, only 6. And then here see, this is the data. In this, if you are working on a Google form, no need to go for the visualization of the data. Directly you can copy. Okay, here you can see this copy. Click on this copy and then that diagram you can paste where you want. Okay, and just see, it is showing you that what is your age group. 33 point I collected from the 6 people. So 33.3%, that means 2% here. You can see that immediately there is a one small white box is appearing if you're putting a cursor. That means 2 people are from, this is 31 to 45. And then this is one person is from 45 to 50, one from 60 or more, one from 14 or less, one from 15 to 30. So this is a pie chart. What do you have? And similarly, for the gender, how many males are there? 4 females and 2 males. That is 66.7% are females in my data and 33.3% are male in my data. And next one, what it is? Choose your role. Okay, choose your role. That is what? Employee. How many people are there? 3 people are employee, 2 people are retired, and 1 person is a student. So like this. And next one is what here? During COVID, when you are having a Likert scheme, then it is showing you the bar diagram. Okay, so here just see how many this during COVID pandemic, how often do you intake immunity boosting foods in your diet? So how many people are taking one time? Only 1 person. And 2 times 1 person. 2 people are taking 3%. 1 person is taking 4 times. 1 person is taking 5 times. So like that, for each question you are having a diagrams. Did you understand visualizations? Is it clear? So like this, you can explain the what is a graph in your thesis or research work in a paper. Okay, is it clear, ma'am? Visualization is clear. Somebody asked me how to go for the
Yes, ma'am.
visualization. Yes. And now, next question what I found is, how can we take a data into the Excel sheet? Okay, how can we take a data into the Excel sheet? So you just see here, view in sheets. I already downloaded. In place of view in sheet, first, if you are going for the first time, you are downloading Excel sheet, create an Excel sheet. It will be asking. You have to say, just click on it. Then it will be opening. So I'm asking here, view in sheet. Just click on it. Immediately you'll be getting one Google sheet. Okay, this is a data. So whatever the data is there in a Google form, this everything has come into the Google sheet. Okay, this is a Google sheet. Now, if you want to work on it, then go to the file and then just go to the download. And in this one, go to the Microsoft Excel. Click on it. Then the data will be downloaded. It will be in downloaded. Then open that. You'll be finding in your Excel sheet. Did you understand how to get the data in Excel sheet? Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the data has come in an Excel sheet. Now, only with a few values. See, I created at what time? You will be finding timestamp also. So when I created it is 1751. At 5:51, I created a file. Okay. So, okay, you got this one. Then, so I don't want this timestamp. Okay, let it be, no issues. So only with the small data, we cannot do any analysis. What I'm doing is, I'm just copying and pasting just to increase the values, increase the data, because to do the analysis well. Okay, you please don't do this one copy and paste, because this will be giving you the wrong result. You need to collect the original data. This is only for example purpose. I'm just copying the values. Okay. Yeah, and here also copying. Oh, yeah, and here also just I'm copying all the values. If you have a data, it is not required. You are not supposed to copy and paste also, ma'am. Just this is only for the understanding purpose. I'm just copying it. Because with the small data, we cannot do any analysis. Remember, we should have a minimum of 4 to 500 data for any analysis. So this is the data what I'm having. So based on this data, what best analysis I can do that. Okay, that I'll show you. Yeah. So just see, this is the objective what I framed. Okay, first one, what it is, I wanted to see, is there any association between role of a person? That means role means I have taken student, employee, homemaker, right? And retired. And whether they eat with their families during the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, this is the question for me. Okay, this is one objective what I prepared. So what is that? Is there any association between role and eating habit? This is what I have to take. Eating habit with the family or not? That is I wanted to check. Okay, so for this association, that means you need to go for what it is. You need to go for chi-square test. Okay, and next one. Second objective is what? I wanted to check, is there any significance difference between males and females in the amount of time spent on, spent in online classes. Okay, this is what, this is the second objective. So what I plan here, I want to check, is there any significance difference in the time spent on online classes with respect to what? With respect to gender. Okay, and next one is what I wanted to check, is there any, okay, level of a significance difference in level of interest in online classes, and next work specific and differ across the various age groups. Okay, so here I wanted to check what is that level of interest in online work, and then at a various age groups. Okay, so this is another question. For that, I can apply the ANOVA. How I'm applying, I'll show it to you. And next one, how can I do the regression? I wanted to predict amount of time spent on household chores. Okay, based on the factors such as frequency of consuming immunity boosting foods, time spent on online work, and mobile phone addiction. So these are the variables which I wanted to use for the regression. Okay, so I mentioned here what it is, gender, my demographic variable. Remember, what is the demographic variable here? Yeah, so demographic variable means what here? This is age group, gender, and role. These are the demographic variables. Okay, and next one, based on the demographic variables, I wanted to do the analysis. So gender versus the 10th question, sorry, ninth question. What is the ninth question in my data? That means how many hours do you spend in your online classes? Okay, this is a question. For that one, I need to apply the t-test. I have shown you what is the hypothesis, and then question 9. What is the next one? Question 9 versus gender. Okay, sorry, this is only. And next, the hypothesis I have written here. What it is, there is no significance difference in the number of hours spent in online classes between males and females. Okay, and next, second question is what? Age versus question number 11. What is 11? How interesting is attending online class or for your job? Okay, so here what is the hypothesis I framed here? There is no significance difference in the level of interest in online classes across different age groups. Okay, and next one. What is the next one? Role and question number 8. Do you eat with family? So what is the hypothesis? There is no significance association between role and the likelihood of eating with family. Okay, and next one for the regression, what I'm taking, my dependent variable is what? Household chores. The time spending or time helping with household chores. And next one, independent variables are what? It is a consumption of immunity boosting food. And next, time spent in online classes and mobile phone addiction. These are the variables I used for regression. Is it clear, ma'am? Is it clear what is my objective here for this data?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And now, okay, my data is like this. Whatever the data I collected, here it is like this. Okay, now you just see, check my objective. First one, what I wanted to do, t-test. For the t-test, what I have taken, gender and the question 9. Just go to the gender and the question 9, copy this question to gender, and then question 9 is here. Copy these two columns. Whenever you are going for any analysis, don't change the original data. Okay, whatever you want to do the experiments, do in the next sheets. Okay, then click on the new sheet and paste here. Okay, click on the new sheet and paste here. Okay, oh, it is not selected. 1 minute. Gender, gender and question 9. Copy these two and then paste here. Yeah, I got it. So question 1 heading, I'm taking gender, and how many, this question 9 heading, hours you spent on online. Hours spent in online for job or for a work or a studies. Okay, so this is the data I have. Okay, now for this one, what I can do, I have to apply the t-test. I told that whether to apply the t-test, you should have what it is, dependent variable and independent variable. Now you just check it, dependent variable. In this one, which is the dependent variable? I told that dependent variable must be a categorical. Okay, and it should have only 2 classes. So here my categorical variable is what? Gender. Gender is categorical. And here I have only the data female and male. Only the 2 classes. So I can apply what it is, this t-test. My dependent variable is what? Here it is a gender. Gender is a dependent variable. And independent variable is what? Hours spent in online. Okay, now how can I do the testing then? Here somebody asked me in the beginning, if the data is in words, how can we change in the numbers, right? So here how can we take that? Here just see, you may get a doubt. How it is the independent variable is a how hours spent in online, because independent variable must be continuous. Number of hours you are spending, it is a countable only, right? So that's what it is, a continuous variable. Okay, that is an independent variable. Okay, and next one here, independent variable means what? Continuous. Yeah, and 1 minute. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yeah, now how can we change the values? Here, just check it. In gender, what options you have? Okay, in gender, what options you have? Female and male. Just go to the question. Just go to the questionnaire. Yeah. So in gender, what question you are having? Oh, this is another one. I'm sorry. Oh, I haven't taken this, I guess. 1 minute. Yeah. So gender here, how many options I have? Male and 3 are there, but I got a data from only the 2, male and female. So I'm writing here. So I'm writing here. So male and female. So male means I'm taking with the 1 and female means I'm taking with the 0. And next one is what? Hours spent. So hours spent. Hours spent is what? How many hours spent they are spending? Just go to the Google data. Yeah. So hours spent is what? How many hours they spent? Seventh question. Yeah, ninth question. Here it is there. Okay, just here take these options and then paste here. Number of hours they spent, I'm taking it as 4 hours, 4 or few hours means 1, and about 5 to 6 is 2, 7 to 8 is 3, and 8 or 9 or more is 4. Okay, so just check it. It is up to you. See, and you need to know that when you are going for the conclusion, when you are giving a writing a conclusion, you need to be very careful for what, which value you are giving for which variable, which class, okay, which category. So you need to able to know about it. So that's what I mentioned here. Okay, I got it. Now replace all these values. Just go for Control F. Go for Control F. I'm writing here. First one, female. Copy this and then paste here. Then replace with what? Replace with 1. Then replace all. Then it is replacing. Just see, it is telling you that in 21 places it is replaced. Okay. Yes. So in 21 places it is replaced. Now go to the Control F and then copy this mail and then just paste here and replace with what?
0.
0. Then
0.
replace all. Yes, ma'am. Nice. 0. Just see my data has changed or not. It was earlier male and female in words. Excel will not work on if the data is in words. You need to convert it into the numbers. It is mandatory. But remember, in R and Python, if you are working, directly you can use this data. No need of any conversion. Okay, and next one, hours spent. Okay, this is a column I need to change again. Go to the Control F, and then replace, and here copy this and paste here. 4 or few hours with what? With 1. Then replace all. It is showing you 6 in 6 places it is replaced. Okay. Then just see, go to the Control F again, replace, and take the next one and here write that, paste here, and then replace this with 2. Replace all. Okay. And similarly for the third one, change, copy this and then paste here. Oh, one second. Copy this and paste here and then 3. Then replace all. And then here also copy this, paste here and then 4. Replace all. Okay. Now the replacement is done. And see, here when you are replacing, here also the values have changed, right? So make it clear that there should not be any change in it, because later it will be a confusion for you. Again paste here. Here it is what? Female and then male. Okay, got it. Understood everyone how to convert the words into the numbers? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I wanted to go for the t-test. Okay, so I have I told that what is my H naught? That is, there is no significance difference in the number of hours spent in online classwork between males and females. This is my H naught. So for that one, I'm applying the t-test. So how can I do that? I told that very in the beginning only. How to do the t-test? Can anybody tell me? In these two variables, which is the dependent variable and which is the independent variable? Oh, sorry. Independent variable is a categorical. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is independent. I'm sorry. Sorry. This is a dependent. Yeah. So independent variable should have only the two classes. So gender here. Okay. So just put a cursor here. Okay. Put a cell. Then go to the filter. Then you'll be getting small triangle. And here you'll be getting what? Two categories, 0 and 1, male and female. Arrange the data smallest to largest. Here write that. Male, 0 means we have taken male. And then 1 means we have taken female. Right? And then wherever you have a 0, for that one, take a independent variable, this one. Okay, take a dependent variable values for the 0. Take this and paste here. And then for female also, take this values and paste here. Clear? So now I have pasted. Okay, so dependent variable must be continuous. I told that. So number of hours, it is a measurable. So that's what I have taken it as a continuous. And then you just see here, I have only the 2 classes, right? Only the 2 classes. So I can apply the t-test. Then what I can do, go to the data analysis and t-test for 2 sample assuming equal variances. Then okay. Variable 1 range is what? Male. Variable 2 range is what? Female. Then hypothesized difference is what? 0. Click on labels. Just click on this output range. Select some area. Okay, where you want to see the output. Then okay. I got a output. Now you just see here. Take this p-value. What it is? P-value here it is 1. Okay, 1 means it is a more than 0.05. More than 0.05 means what? Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of more than 0.05? It is more than 0.05. That means what is that? Hmm? I did not hear it.
H not.
Zero. Zero is accepted.
Yes, accept H naught. Accept H naught means what? Accept H naught means I told that I gave a hypothesis. That means there is no significance difference between the males and females. The number of hours they spent on online. Okay, that means there is no difference. Both are using a online in a same way. Okay, that means how many hours they are spending in online. It is the same only. There is no change. Clear? So this is a t-test. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. And next one, what did I tell you? I told that we need to apply what it is. Second one is the ANOVA. So in ANOVA, what it is, what we need to take here? Here it is a what did I take? Hours interest. Okay, how interesting is attending online classes? Okay, and with respect to age. So question 11 and question age is what I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, so I have to take this age and then question 11. Yes, so these are the 2 variables I am taking now. Okay, so what it is here? Age. This is the first column is the age column. And how interesting. Okay, how interesting. What is another variable here? It is a interest in attending online classes. Okay, interest in attending online classes. Yeah, so I told that what it is, I told you very clearly, the dependent variable, dependent variable must be a categorical. And to apply ANOVA, we should have, sorry, 1 minute. Dependent variable must be a continuous, okay, which can be measurable. Now here, interest in attending online classes, I have taken in a Likert scale 1 to 5. And see, Likert scale, you cannot consider always it is a, what is that, categorical. You can consider Likert scale data as a continuous variable also, or it can be a ordinal data. So it can be an ordinal and it can be a continuous also. So it is not always, it is a categorical. Likert scale you can take based on your objective. Sometimes you can take it as a categorical variable and sometimes you can take it as a continuous variable. So what it is in my dependent variable. So what is a dependent variable? It must be what? It must be is what? Interest in attending online. It is what? Continuous. Okay, it must be a continuous variable. Okay, so here it is a dependent variable is what? This is a dependent variable. Did you understand, ma'am? And independent variable is what? Independent variable is what? It should be a categorical. Okay, it should be a categorical. Categorical, how many classes you should have? More than 2 classes. Okay, more than 2 classes. Then only we can apply ANOVA. So remember, so in independent variable, it must be categorical and you should have more than 2 classes. then only you can apply a ANOVA. Okay. So now I hope you understood this. What is the independent and dependent variable? What is the condition? Then here the dependent variable is in numbers only, no need to change. But age, what you are having, it is what here you are having some classes. Okay, let me take what you are having. Age is what? Yeah, here different this question. See these many things here you are having. So just take it and paste here. So 14 or less, I'm taking it as a 1. 15 to 30, I'm taking it as a 2. 31 to 45, I'm taking as a 3. 45 to 50, I'm taking as 4. And 60 to 60 or more, I'm taking as a 5. Then same replacement again, Control F and replace. Just what it is, select this first one and paste here and replace it with 1. Okay, replace all. Okay, and then select this, copy here and replace with 2. Then okay, click, and then copy this here, paste here, replace with 3 and replace all, and then copy here and paste here and then replace with 4 and replace all, and similarly copy this and paste here, replace with 5 and then replace all. You got it right. Then close it. Then here when you are going for the calculation, be careful, because whenever you open a sheet and you should understand what you did. That's what you need to write everything. Okay, and now here what I'm doing is I need to go for the arrangement. So how can I do the arrangement? Age. So these all the classes you should have. Okay, I should have these all the classes. So I'm copying this and paste special transpose. Okay, these all are the classes I should have. Now arrange the data. So now how can I do that? So click on the first cell, go to the home, sort and filter, filter. Then arrange this age according to the smallest to largest, whatever the 1 values are there. Copy this and paste here. Whatever the 2 values are there, copy this and paste here. And whatever the 3 it is there, copy this and paste here. And 4 values are what? Copy and paste here. And 5 values are what? In the independent variable, in the dependent variable. Copy this. Okay. Now here we are having more than 2 classes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 classes. So we can apply ANOVA. How can we do that? Go to the data, data analysis, then go to the ANOVA for single factor. Okay. And input range, select the entire data, grouped by columns, labels in the first row, and alpha value, don't change it. Click on this output range, put a cursor, select some area. Okay. So check the p value. So what is the p value? E power minus 17. Okay, what is the p value? It is very less. Okay, p value is what? It is very less, less than 0.05. Less than 0.05 means what? Reject H naught. So reject H naught means what? Already we framed the hypothesis. That means there is a significance difference. Okay, in the level of interest in online classes at a different age groups. That means all the age groups are not having the same interest in online work. Okay, this is a conclusion. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So can I explain chi-square or shall I stop? Yes.
Ma'am,
We'll
you can
continue.
explain, ma'am.
Explain
Okay,
this.
fine. Okay. So now you just see, next question is what I wanted to check. Is there any significance relation between what? Between the role and the eating habit with the family. Okay, this is what is the question for me. So now what I have to take role and the question 8. So you just check it. Role and the question 8, role is what here and the question 8 is here. Okay, then copy this and then paste in the next one. Okay, then here it is what? It is a role and eat with the family. Okay, so this is a question what I'm having. Now how can I do that? Again, here it is in a what it is, here it is in a words. You need to convert, and I told that when you are applying the chi-square test, both the variables must be categorical. So eat with the family, yes or no, it is a categorical. And role, whether the person is a student or an employee or retired person or a homemaker, that is also categorical. So we can apply the chi-square test. Okay, so now how can we change it? Then you just write here role, what we are having that will be taken, and then you just go for the eat with family. This is another question. So how many categories are there? Let me check. Let me go to the Google sheet. Sorry, in the Google form. So role here I'm having student, employee, retired. So paste here, and then eat with the family. Eat with the family where it is here. Yes or no? Okay. And maybe sometime it is not there. Sometimes it might be there. Let me take this. Yeah, paste here. Now you just see student means I'm taking 1, employee 2, homemaker 3, and the retired 4. Yes or no? 1, 0, or sorry, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now you just see Control F. Okay, go to the Control F and just go to the first one, replace, and then delete everything. Yeah, so student, copy this and paste here, replace 1, then replace all. Yes, at 6 places it is replacing, and then copy this and paste here, replace with 2, then replace all, and then copy this and paste here, and then replace with 3, replace all, and then retire, copy and paste here, and then replace with 4, replace all. Okay, now next one, go to the S, replace, paste here, and then replace with 1. Okay, okay, and then copy this and paste here, replace with 2, then replace all. Okay, and then sometimes copy and paste here, replace with 3, replace all. There is no, yeah, 1 it is there. Okay, so close it. So I hope, did you understand? And roll, go to the again here. See why I'm copying and pasting here, because whenever you open a sheet and if you are checking, you could able to understand what are the changes you did in a sheet. Okay, that's what it will be, only for your understanding. Okay, now how can we do the chi-square test? I already told you we need to take the help from the pivot table. Go to the insert tab, go to the pivot table, and then pivot table, it will be okay. It is not selected. Why it did not select? Because I kept a cursor somewhere. You need to select at the first cell, remove it. Yeah, put a cursor here, pivot table, pivot table. See, the data got selected. Then okay, see, take a role in row label, eat with the family, column label, and take any one in a summation values. Right click on small triangle in the summation values, go to the value field settings and count. Okay, you'll be getting the values here. So what it is, you need to write here observed frequency. Observed frequency. So what is observed frequency on row? What I'm taking? Role. So role is what here I'm having. Role is what? These 3, these 4 I have. Okay. And the next one is what? Eat with family. Okay. Eat with family. This is my column label. Yes or no. Okay. Here write that yes and no. Okay. Now prepare a table. Okay, just prepare a values. How many S are there? Just check it. 1, 2, 4 only is there. 3 is not there. You know, 1,
Ma'am,
2
why
in the
didn't you
first.
take yes, no, and sometimes?
Yes, ma'am. I did not get it.
Why didn't you take yes, no, and sometime? Why only yes and no?
It is up to based on your interest, ma'am. When I prepared a questionnaire, I have written that. And here sometimes the data I haven't get it. Sometimes data is not there in my questionnaire. Okay, sometimes it's also there, I guess. Right.
Ma'am,
Okay,
it is
thank you.
there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. One value is there. Right. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Good observation. Yeah. So now you just check it here. What it is, 1, 2, 4 frequency. 1, 5, 2 is there. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2 means what is the meaning of this? Check it. 1, 2. Yes, no. Okay. Yes, no. 3 is there here anywhere? Okay. Yes, no. Sometimes here only it is replaced, ma'am. In my data, it is not there. One place it is replaced. When I copy, no, here only it is replaced. Sometimes it is not there. Okay. Better remove it. I hope you understood this.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what is, it is not showing in my pivot table. So 5, 0. Copy this. 5, 0 and 2. 2, it is 0, 15, and then homemaker. Homemaker I don't have 0, 0, and then retired. How many are there? 10, 0, 10, 0. Okay. Now you just find the totals. Totals. So just find the total of each row and total of each column. Yeah, it is how much it is? 30. Okay, is equal to how much? It is overall total. Yeah, overall total is what? 30 members data I have. Okay, so this is the data I have now. Okay, so these are the totals, and this is also total. These values will not use, that means this will not write in the expected frequency. So same table I'm copying it. I don't want the total columns and the row. So remove this. How to calculate is equal to, I told that formula. Row total into column total by overall total. So row total is how much here? First row. This is what? First row, first column. So first row 5 into first column is 15 divided by overall total. Enter. And here also what is equal to first row. It is 5 into, sorry, yeah, into second column 15 into sorry, divided by overall total. Enter. And this one also is equal to second row 15 divided by first column into, one second, first row into first column, second row into first column divided by overall total. Enter. Is equal to, how can we do that? It is a second row into second column divided by overall total. Enter. And here also is equal to, it is what? It is a, it is what? It is a third row into first column divided by overall total. 0. Here also what it is? 0 only you will be getting. Okay, 0 into 15 by 30. And here also is equal to, it is what? First row into, sorry, fourth row into the first column divided by overall total. And here also last row into last column divided by overall total. You got this expected frequency. Then p value is what? P value is equal to chi-test. I told that chi-test. Open the bracket. Actual range. Select only the frequency, comma, expected frequency. Select only the expected frequency. Close the bracket. Enter. Okay. Why it is not showing the 0, 0? Because here 0, 0 it is there. So better you have to remove this. Okay. Better remove this value. Okay. So whenever you are having a 0 frequency, it will not work. So that's what somewhere also I have, sometimes also I have divided, right? Okay, so I removed it. So now you just write that, just see now what the value. Did you understand now? So what is the p value? Point e power minus 0.07. That means very small value. Less than 0.05. Less than 0.05 means what? It is reject H naught. Reject H naught means what? There is an association between eating habit, that means role, and eating with the family time. Okay. So this is the conclusion. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, and shall I explain the regression also for this data, or shall I stop?
Ma'am, you
Okay.
can continue, ma'am.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Okay, fine. So in the next one, what did I thought to take? The regression. So what is that? Question number 13. Okay, it is a dependent variable for me. And independent variables are these. Okay, so 13 is a dependent variable. Copy this. Question number 13. Yeah, 13 is a dependent variable. Okay, so 13 is a dependent variable, household chores. Okay, household time spent on household chores. Okay, and then what is the independent variables I have taken here? 7, 9, 15. 7, 9, 15. 7, 9, and 15. Yeah, so these are the independent variables. This is what during COVID, immunity boosting foods. Yeah. And next one, how many hours spent in your online classes? Spend in your online classes. And next, do you think addicted to mobile phone? Yeah, these are the questions. Now here what it is, how many hours they are spending on household chores. Okay, how many hours they are spending on household chores. Okay, this is equal to what? This is my question mark. Then based on what I want to take, if a person is taking immunity boosting, okay, immunity boosting food, so definitely if you are taking immunity boosting, if you wanted to take more, then definitely you need to help in household chores, right? So if it is a 4, and what it is, how many immunity boosting, it's okay. And next one, online classes, time spent on online classes or work. Okay, online classes and work. Okay, suppose if I'm taking about what, 7 to 8 hours. Okay, if it is about 7 to 8 hours. And next one, addicted to mobile. Okay, what it is, addicted to mobile. Yes. Then, so based on these three, I want to find what is this household, household work, how many hours they are spending. Okay, how many days he is spending per week. Okay, that is I wanted to check. Okay, so for this one, what it is, again, you need to change the data in numbers. Okay, here, what it is, spend in online class for that one. Here, what you're having, these are the options. Okay, spend in online class, which question it is, spend in online class 9 and 15 I have to take. So check it, ninth question. Yeah, this is the question. Yes, and next one, addicted. Okay, addicted. For this one, what I'm taking? Yes, no. Okay, just copy and paste here. Yeah. And for this 4 of yours, I'm taking it as a 1, it is a 2, it is a 3, and it is a 4. And yes, 1, no, 0. Okay, you can take anything, or 2 also, no problem. It's up to you. And after this, you need to apply the regression analysis. Okay, regression analysis. So first check it, how to change, replace, and here replace with this value, and replace with what? 1. Replace all. Okay. And next, copy this and paste here. Replace with 2. Then replace all. Okay. And then copy this and paste here and replace with 3. Replace all. And then copy this and paste here and replace with 4. Okay, replace all. You got it, right? And then replace with yes, replace with 1, yes, and replace no with 0. Oh, yeah, replace with 0 and then replace all. Okay, now here I'm taking here, this is a yes and this is no. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 you need to take here. What did I take? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is And then this is, okay, I mentioned here. Now I need to go for the prediction. For that one, I need to go for the regression. Go to the data, data analysis, and then go to the regression. Then, okay, input Y range. Y means I told you, you need to take the dependent variable, and X means you need to take all the independent variables. Okay, all the independent variables, labels are there. Click on output range, select some area, then okay, you'll be getting the output. So what it is here, the R square value very less. This is not at all. You can go for the prediction. Just only for example purpose, I'm telling you how to do it. Later you need to check it based on your data and see significant value also more than 0.05. That means there is no linear relationship. You cannot use this model for the prediction. Okay, just only for your example purpose, I'm telling you. So how can I write the equation? The y is equal to a plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus b3 x3. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, y means what here? Y means what I'm having? Household codes. Okay, y is household codes is equal to what it is? A1. What it is here you are having? 1 minute. Yeah. So intercept value 2.369, 2.369 and plus B1 0.2186. You people already know this one. That's what I'm not explaining. Immunity. I'm not writing complete word. Plus 0.0681 into what it is spent on online class, and plus what it is minus, open the bracket, minus 0.08602 into how much addicted to the phone, addicted to the phone. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, this is the equation. What do we have? Now, here suppose, here I asked you, these are the values. If I'm giving immunity boosting is 4, okay, boosting is 4 means what it is? Immunity boosting 4 and online class work. Online class work 3 means what? About 7 to 8 hours. This I told you. And if it is yes, then what is the household core I need to check? So yes means what I'm having? 1. 7 to 8 hours means what? 3. And this is immunity boosting is 4. You have this. Substitute in this equation. You'll be getting is equal to intercept plus this immunity boosting into 4 plus this 0.0681 into how many hours is spending for the online? 7 to 8 hours plus this addicted. Yes, he is there 1. Then enter. So how many hours is spending for the household work? Around 3.36 hours. Okay, this is a conclusion. Is it clear, ma'am? This is a regression. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So with this, I think I cleared all your doubts. What you asked is that only what you asked?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the thing we did, ma'am. I hope it is clear to you. Yeah. So Jyoti, ma'am.
Uh,
Yeah.
I request Hina ma'am to give vote of thanks to Rajni ma'am. She has spent with us 3 days
Three.
continuously
Yeah.
to guide us on research.
Yeah.
Yes. Rajni ma'am, I really want to express my sincere gratitude for this excellent presentation of this 3 days, which
Thank
was totally focused on testing tool in Microsoft Excel for research. For sure, your insights were invaluable. I really appreciate your thorough coverage, actually, in regression and analysis. I never ever thought that I'll be able to understand ever when
thank you.
before this FDBs. And thank you for sharing your expertise, man, and making this complex statistical concept more approachable through the use of this Microsoft Excel.
Thank
This
you.
session has definitely equipped us with practical skills which will enhance the quality of our research. So, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
It was
Thank you.
great being with you for 3 days.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I really thank you to all also, because whenever I'm asking the questions, everybody is really very interactive and answering the questions. So it has shown me to explain very well. So that means I got an interest also. If it is an interactive, then only it will be very interesting, right? So you people are also really very awesome, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Everyone at this time.
are you open to help us in case we have any difficulty during our research process if we are stuck anywhere? Are you open to help us?
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. If I
Can you
have a
share your
time,
email
definitely I'll
ID
help.
or contact number, something we can have it?
Yes, yes, you can, ma'am. You can contact me. I'll help you out, ma'am.
Yeah.
But if you are giving and immediately if you are asking means I may not help you.
No, no,
If I
it's okay, ma'am. Yes, yes,
yeah,
we understand because even it is our first journey. So in case anywhere we are stuck somewhere, so we would like to take some
definitely I'll help
guidance.
you out, ma'am. No issues in it.
Okay, so we would like to have your some contact details.
Shall I share you with you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ma'am,
one
it
minute,
is
ma'am.
with ma'am.
Yeah,
We will.
it is with the Swat Jyoti ma'am. You can take from
Okay,
Jyoti ma'am.
sure, sure, sure. We'll do that. So thank you.
Yeah. Uh, if you have any
Yes,
doubt,
thank you
please
again, ma'am.
ask. If it is not, can I leave, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We've already
Yes.
pulled your time excess. So, and as it is you're approachable, so we'll definitely be disturbing you in future. So now you
No
can leave.
problem, ma'am.
Thank
It's my pleasure, ma'am. It's my pleasure. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Okay, ma'am. Good night. Thank you.
Good night,
Good
ma'am.
night,
Good night, all.
ma'am.
Good
Good
night.
night, everyone.